Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity. Mr. Speaker, I'm most satisfied with the answer the chairman has given regarding transmission. Mr. Speaker, I've been elected 4 times, and 3 times I was with you. Mr. Speaker, I just want to tell the chairman, by the time I leave my house to go to the IEBC tallying center, because I have agents in every polling station, I already am aware of the numbers I've won with. Mr. Speaker, if we want to save this country from the mistrust, Chairman, you have no other business but to assure Kenyans you have a full, competent, and trusted system of transmitting results. For example, Mr. Speaker, if results are counted from 6 in the evening, by exactly 8, Mr. Speaker, the chair of IEBC, through his officers who are in every polling station in this country, should have a mechanism to transmit those results to the commission, and the results can be verified by them.
Point made.
Please, Mr.
Chairman,
Speaker.
Pardon? There is no point to reinforce what is so obvious.
Thank you, Speaker. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I think as we wind down, we have.
Mr. Speaker, sir.
I think Mr. Speaker.
I'm sorry, but my question was not answered concerning the agents during the voting day.
Yes. Huyo mheshimiwa aliuliza bwana mwenyekiti kwamba masharti yenu na sheria zenu zinasema kila chama iwe na wakala mmoja katika kila polling station. Yeye anauliza kwa nini hamkubali kila mgombeaji awe na wakala wake wa kulinda na kutetea kura zake.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I will defer that to our Vice Chair to answer very quickly on the. But I believe party agents, I don't think we have any big restrictions, but for the orderly conduct of elections, we also need to regulate because there are limited spaces, but yeah, you can.
Honorable Speaker, honorable members, I was going to
Hold on, Vice Chair. Sunguli, I don't see anything out of order.
Sorry, Mr. Speaker, so that she can answer it more completely.
Kaluma, you are chairing the next session, and I see you walking away as if you are leaving. Okay.
Sometimes, Mr. Speaker, it is insisted that we have one agent per coalition. And there are areas where the same coalition has two candidates. It happened to me sometimes back that the URP and the TNA were in the same coalition. I was in TNA, but only URP was allowed to have an agent. So how do you reconcile the fact that agents are not personalized? I think the most rational thing is that the candidate on the ballot paper should have their agent. And that other thing is actually democratic fiction. It cannot happen. It should not happen.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and honorable members, my chairman. I was actually going to leave here sick today, not having had the chance to speak. When everybody has spoken from the commission. So allow me to just comment on the question that the Honorable has just asked. And I will say this, Honorable Speaker. As a commission, we have been deliberating on so many issues. And on this one, number one, we all understand where elections take place. The polling stations are mainly primary schools. Now you can imagine a situation where we have 34 or 36 candidates. and where each and every candidate must have an agent inside the polling station. However, this is not to say that it is not possible. I want to request that in the spirit of the voter education and stakeholder engagement, Honorable Speaker, together with your team, you are our first client, and we will sit down to ensure anything to do with the elections, we will come up with the best and enhanced systems and policies. On the issue of result transmissions, the chair clearly indicated. But allow me to just say that number one, currently, as per the Constitution, and you are the people to tell us if we are not maybe telling the truth, the law is binding us to our elections being manual. By that I mean, yes, by the time you are leaving your polling station or your constituency, as a member of parliament, you already know the results. The law says that RO must physically deliver the form to the tallying center. We all know the challenges of logistics in our constituencies and counties. So not unless we change the laws, which I believe you are here to support us, we will always be the last to announce, even if everybody knows who is the winner. The other thing is the issue of counting. Professor here, our elder, I am in the committee of ICT, and all of us led by the chairman. We have ideas, we have innovations on how we can improve technology to transmit and count results. When the time is right, we shall come back and have that conversation. Now I will not go home sick. Asanteni sana.
You know, Honorable Mule comes from a physically small, nearly urban constituency. Mule, if you lived in Pokot, you would not be advancing the same argument. If you lived in Turkana, you would not be advancing the same argument. There's validity in what you are saying, but that validity is not for general application given our topography and how this country stands today. And you remember even last elections, is KJ here. You remember we were told there are certain areas where we have no even 3G network. Yes. Like Lamu East. Yes, Mule. I'm not defending anything. I'm simply telling you that your argument cannot be for general application. We go to Pokot and see the difference. Yes, Nicholas Gikor. Mule, surrender the mic to Nicholas. You already made your point.
Mr. Speaker, with all due respect, this country, as we speak right now, there is a fairly cover of transmission through Safaricom in the entire republic. What I'm just asking, Mr. Speaker, the areas which have challenges, the IBC should map them out, and the areas which are fully coverage should be put in an exercise whereby we can have full transmission of results.
Mule, you know the law is very clear. IEBC has no authority to announce the outcome of results until and unless they have received all the poll results from all polling centers, whether it's in a ward or in a constituency or in a county seat or at the national level. Yes, Nicholas.
Mr. Speaker, it is good for the members to talk on point of information. We can't generalize this country the way the honorable member is saying that the network is everywhere. I'm a member of parliament for Turkana East. In Turkana East, it is only a quarter of the constituency which is covered by Safaricom network. So when you generalize and say that the submission of result must be done in the entire country at the same time, are we really trying to be fair? Because in my constituency, it takes 2 days or 3 days for some result to reach the tallying center. And somebody here is just saying, we just transmit the result. You walk from your house, then the result, you meet with the result at the tallying center. It is not possible in some areas in this country. It cannot work. And even in my constituency, we use the helicopter to go and help some areas to bring the result.
Rueda.
Sijui kama hii bunge inajua kwamba ile container ya mitihani kwangu kiangu haikufika. Mnajua hiyo kweli? Inchi sehemu zingine the ground is different. Njoo speaker, mimi naomba hawa ambao hawajui kule kwetu kunakaa vipi uwalete waje waone kumekaa vipi.
Elachi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want us to close the debate and tell my colleagues, we went for the by-elections in Turkana, Nana. We used a chopper. And yet, we went 230 kilometers to leave one ward to go to another ward. So let us stop that debate. Let us move on if we want to do the next session.
Order, Mawade. And I'm also reminded, and I recollect, in the presidential petition in 2017, the IEBC, the Supreme Court ruled, among other things, that the IEBC cannot and will not announce the results until they have seen all the physical forms. That is a judgment that has a force of law. And I want to remind my brother Mule, you know, we have soldiered on the same side for as long as you can remember. I know your constituency. It is very even, very urban, very easy to move. That constituency is not the same as a constituency in Pokot, in Turkana, in Lamu, and I'm even told by your colleague from Kitui South that her area has similar challenges. I'm told Super North has the same problems. These are steps we have to take. There is no one size fits every foot. IEBC, you have a duty to ensure that you do the right thing as quickly as is practically possible. And where you have mapped out and we have challenges of communication, advise other agencies of government to see how they can improve so that we can be able to raise the areas. But it is not right to sit here and think that Embakasi South or Matungu is the same as Kachiliba or Emugwen or Keio North or some of those constituencies. Let's be fair to all Kenyans.